Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a tutorial on basically get ready with me for a cheerleading competition day or a game day or anywhere that you would want to wear cheer hair or makeup. This makeup look is a little bit dramatic, so you don't necessarily have to use every single step that I do take. The reason why I do want it to be dramatic is because when you are out on a stage or on a field cheering or trying to bring in the crowd, you want them to see you. Most of this tutorial is with the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. This palette does have a lot of the colors that you would use for a cheer competition, and it's basically just a dark, smoky eye look. So if you would like to see how I get ready for a cheer competition or a game, please keep watching. So I'm just going to be starting out by putting some sticky tape on my eyes to get a sharp edge. I'm just using the viewfinder that I have. And I am starting out with my eyes because there is going to be a lot of fallout from my eyeshadow, so I'm just going to start out with my eyes and then cover it up with my foundation. Next, I am going to take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to take about that much on my finger and just dab them together and apply it to my eyes. And the only product that I'm going to use on my eyes that is not Urban Decay Naked 2 palette is this MAC eyeshadow in the shade Wedge. I'm just going to be placing that into my crease as my transitional shade. I did forget to mention the steps that I do take when I'm getting ready for a cheer competition. Usually the night before, I like to put on maybe some Crest White strips or any other like teeth whitening solution that I might have, just so that my teeth will look extra shiny for the next day, so that if I am in front of a crowd that they will look at my smile and my smile will be super white. And then I get up in the morning and I'll usually just start my makeup. I like to put on my uniform top before I do start my hair because it's really hard to get a big poof and a ponytail and then try to put on your uniform top. So I put on my top and then I do my hair and then whatever else I need to do after that. Next, I'm going to take this flat eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to rub Verve, the shade Verve, all over it and get a good amount on it on this brush. You can spray MAC Studio Fix Plus, the spray on it, or I'm just going to take some eye drops and just drop it onto the back of where I put the Verve so that it'll run through and hit the eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to take that and place it onto my lid. Once I have an even amount distributed all over my lid, I'm just going to take my Sigma E70 medium angled shading brush on the shade Pistol, and I'm just going to lightly blend some of that up into my crease, in the outer corner of my crease. Next, I'm going to be taking this EcoTools, the name wore off of it, but it's the very small stippling brush. And I'm just going to take the shade Blackout very lightly, not very lightly, but I'm not going to put a whole bunch onto my brush. And then I'm just going to take it and, am I even in focus? Okay, I'm just going to take it and drop it in the outer corner. over here. kind of messily. It doesn't have to be super neat, but you do not want to get it like all over your lid. And then I'm just going to start lightly dusting it into about 3/4 of the way over. Next, I'm just going to be pulling off my sticky tape. So next I'm just going to move into my face, and then I'll come back to my eyes and finish those. But I'm going to go in with this Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation and start applying that with my beauty blender. And when you are going to be cheering, especially all day, like at a cheer competition, you do want to have a matte finish, because of the fact that when you are in front of a crowd and your face looks really glowy, you're going to look super oily. And so you definitely want to look matte, and you also want to have a very full coverage, and this foundation has both of those. So it is definitely a little bit more on the pricier side, but it is extremely full coverage, and it will keep your face matte the entire day. And coming from someone who has extremely oily skin, this really does the job. This has put an extremely full coverage on, and that's exactly what you want for a competition or a game. Next, moving on to concealer, I'm just going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15 and apply that underneath my eyes and blend it out with my finger. Using a highlighter or concealer underneath your eyes will help the audience be able to see your face and the structures on your face, so it is also very important that you do that. And then I'm just going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and apply that to the center of my face and blend it out with my beauty blender. And as you can see, that did make a huge difference on my face. It really highlighted the center of my face, and it will help with the contour and bring out the structures of my face. Next, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder and set my under eye with my Real Techniques setting brush. Next, to set the rest of my concealer, I'm just going to go in with my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Set It Don't Fret It Setting Powder by NYX with my Sigma F30 Large Powder Brush. And then for contour, I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo and use the contouring side on my Sonia Kashuk foundation brush as usual. And I am going to do a very harsh contour so that the audience can see my facial structures. Next, for blush, I'm just going to go in with MAC's Blush Baby with my Sigma F40 large angled contour brush. At a cheer competition, you do want your cheeks to be super rosy and noticeable to the crowd, so don't apply too much to make yourself look like a clown, but you do want your cheeks to be noticeable. Next, going back into the eyes, I'm just going to be taking my MAC eyebrow pencil in the shade Filling and filling in my eyebrows. Since this look is already extremely dramatic, I'm going to keep my eyebrows a little less dramatic just so that it's not too much going on. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm just going to go in with Bootycall with my Sigma E55 eye shading brush. I'm also going to apply a little bit of that underneath or in my inner corner. Next for eyeliner, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner on with my Sigma small angled E65 brush. And I will be doing a pretty dramatic wing today. Next, I'm just going to apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes. Then for lashes, I'm just going to go in with my 120 Demi Black Ardell lashes. They're super dramatic, so they're perfect for a cheer event. Next, I'm going to take a Maybelline eyeliner stick and just line my upper waterline. And that is the finished eye look. Onto lips. I'm just going to take this CoverGirl Lip Perfection lip liner in the shade Passion, 215 Passion. It's a ruby red color. And I'm just going to line my lips with it. And then for lipstick, I am going to go in with MAC's Ruby Woo. And if you don't want to spend $16 for a lipstick that you are probably only going to wear for one event, you know, you'll wear it multiple times, but you won't wear it out and about that often, then there are plenty of drugstore dupes that you can get for $5, $10. But I like Ruby Woo. It lasts me all day, and yeah. And here is the finished makeup look. Okay, so I decided to film the hair portion of this tutorial on a separate day, so that's why my makeup's not done anymore. But really quickly, I'm just going to show you the products that I'm using to do my hair, and then we will jump right into doing the hair. So you are going to need just a regular hairbrush, a teasing comb that looks just like this. It has kind of just like rough ridges in down at the bottom, or a teasing brush that you can get at any beauty salon. And I'm also going to use a small ponytail and then two larger ones, two of like the fatter ones. some bobby pins, hairspray of course, preferably a strong holding one. This one is, I don't know how to say it, but it is Lanza, maybe? Lanza Healing Hair Care, and this one is a 10 control, so, and that's preferred because you don't want your hair flying everywhere throughout the day. This is not necessary, but it is the best product you can use for a cheer competition. It is Beyond the Zone Rock On Volumizing Powder, and this is the best stuff ever. If you're a cheerleader and you do not own this product, go get it. It is so worth it. It is, and it's really not that expensive. It was under $10. I don't remember how much it was, but it's the best thing you could ever use for a competition. And last but not least, if you do want to curl your hair, you can use any curling iron or curling wand that you have. This one is by Remington. It was like $20 at Target, so, and it works really well. I've had it for a few years and I've had no problems with it. So yeah, let's get on to the tutorial. So typically you're going to want to start out with your hair already straight. It's easiest to do that. And I used my Chi Air hair straightener. This was about, I want to say it was almost $100 at Target, but it has lasted me. I've already had it for almost 4 years, and I plan to have it for another couple years because I've had also no issues with this one, and it's going to last a long time. So what you're going to want to start out by doing is taking your brush and just brushing your hair all back and brushing everything out of it. I'm going to start at about in between the arch and like the tail of my brow, and I'm just going to drag up and drag about that much hair and pull it forward. So you're going to take just about this much, if you can see that. I'll turn so you can. And then you're going to drop this forward and grab these sides of your hair and pull it back and just into a low ponytail. And what I do is I secure it back so that I don't pull any extra hair into what is going to be my poof. So now for the poof, I'm just going to pull it forward. Take my teasing brush or teasing comb if you have it. Either or will work, and I'm just going to section off a small amount, pull it back, and then I'm going to take what I call my hair crack. I'm just going to dust a little bit onto that section and then kind of shake it so it gets into your hair, and then flip it over to the other side and put some more on this side. And then I'm just going to tease. And then I'm going to take my hairspray and spray. And just let it fall back. And then I'm just going to keep doing that same thing until I get to the front. So now that I'm up to the very front section of my hair and it's super thin, I'm not going to put any hair crack. I'm just going to very lightly tease it because you really don't want to see the tease at the front. So I'm just going to tease a little bit and then start brushing it back. And then kind of brush it around the sides so that you can't see the tease on the sides as well. You're just going to take this hair right here and push it down. And you're going to take 2 bobby pins or so, and pin it down. So here's what your poof is going to look like, super big and volumized. Then I'm just going to take some hairspray and spray any of my flyaways down. So now I'm just going to pull this ponytail out, and then with my smaller pony, I'm just going to take that, put it on my wrist, and then starting from my hair right here, I'm just going to take it and pull it into like a half up, half down ponytail. I've noticed over the years of me being a cheerleader that this is the easiest way to pull your hair back, because when you take just all your hair and pull it up, the weight of your hair is going to pull your poof down and make it go flat. So I just found this is the easiest way for me. And then I'm just going to tie it up, make sure all of the little bumps are out, and tie it. And you can also stop right here, put in your bow, and tease up your ponytail if this is what your cheer team does, but my cheer team typically would put all of our hair up so that it was out of our way. So taking just the rest of my hair and pulling it up with the other ponytail that I have up, I'm just going to brush out any bumps in the bottom and attach it with this and put my hair tie in. Now going in with whatever bow that you decide to use, I'm just going to be using a white game bow. So I'm just going to take that and have it facing the crowd, just like this. And I'm going to pull it back and tie it into my hair. I'm only going to do that about 2 times because after I tease my ponytail, my bow's not going to move. So next, going into the teasing part of the ponytail, I'm just going to take the majority of my hair and leave a small amount down here that I'm going to tease. See, that's a little bit too much. And I'm just going to pull that forward and I'm going to tuck it into the bow. I found it's easiest to do that because the bow kind of holds it in. And then I'm just going to basically be doing the same process that I did with my poof, putting on the hair crack, teasing it, hairspraying it, and then just letting it go. Hair crack, tease, and hairspray it. And then just section off another little piece. So same thing when you get to the front of teasing your ponytail, you're just going to lightly want to tease this and maybe throw a little bit of hairspray in it and just throw it back. And then I'm just going to leave it like this and go to my competition. Now I'm going to just take my teasing brush and just start brushing it back and brushing any of like the not brushing the tease out of it, but just brushing it down so that you can't see the tease. And then I'm just going to hairspray it. And then I'm just going to take my little hairs that are right here and pin them back up into underneath my bow so that they're out of the way, and then same thing with the other side. And then I have a group of short little baby hairs right back here that I'm going to pin up underneath my ponytail. And just going to bobby pin that. And then just going to hairspray everything. And if you do decide to curl your hair, what I do is I wait until the very last, that's the very last thing that I'm going to do, and then I just take my curling wand or curling iron and I just do kind of just like little areas of curls throughout my hair just to give it some curliness. You don't have to do little ringlets unless that is what your team is doing. So yeah, I just do them throughout my hair just to give it some volume and curls. And everyone, this is the finished hair look. I like the volume that I got in this ponytail and also in the poof. With cheer competition season coming up, I thought it was a good idea to do this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry I don't have the makeup on anymore. I just didn't have enough time to do my hair the same day I did my makeup, so I did them 2 separate days. So I apologize for that. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. And if your team is doing a different hairstyle, like a French braid going down the side, or any different thing that you want a tutorial on, let me know in the comments below and I will be sure to do that for you. So yeah, good luck this season to all you cheerleaders. I hope you guys do well at competitions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.